courts have stepped in and paused a lot of Musk's actions over questions on legality.
I'm going to tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military. Let's check the military. We're going to find billions, hundreds of billions of dollars.
All right, with us now is Congresswoman Val Hoyle, a Democrat from Oregon, who was a member of the bipartisan Doge Caucus, a group of bipartisan representatives trying to support at least the spirit of the efforts from Elon Musk, the so-called Doge Caucus. But now, Congresswoman, you have left that group. What pushed you over the edge? Why?
Well, I think that there's two different missions. Certainly the bipartisan group, most of my colleagues, I would say, truly want to find efficiency in government, right? We have three different branches of government, and as the legislative branch, we came here to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars, to make good policy, and again, work in good faith to find efficiencies, whether that's investing in IT or, combining agencies or departments, making sure we don't have too much bureaucracy. But fundamentally, you can't do that while government is being blown up from the inside. And let's be clear, Donald Trump and Elon Musk have a different mission. They say it's about efficiency and saving taxpayer dollars. It isn't. It's about intimidating workers, breaking our government, and installing loyalists that are loyal to Donald Trump and Elon Musk and not to the American people or the Constitution.
So some courts have stepped in and paused or blocked some of the efforts by Musk here. Over the weekend, Elon Musk retweeted this comment about judicial activity. It reads, quote, "I don't like the precedent it sets when you defy judicial rulings, but I'm just wondering what other options are these judges leaving us if they're going to blatantly disregard the Constitution for their own partisan political goals." It seems to raise the possibility of ignoring legal rulings. What do you think about that?
Well, and J.D. Vance, I think it was this weekend, also said, how dare the courts tell our Attorney General what she can and can't do? That's unconstitutional. They're throwing these words around. They're using the cover of, again, efficiencies and the Constitution when they are blatantly disregarding it. We have a separation of the branches of government so that we have checks and balances. And what is really concerning, and every American, regardless of party, should be concerned with, is that this unelected billionaire, Donald Trump, and his administration have made it clear that they don't intend to follow the rulings of the court if the court doesn't go along with what they say. That's concerning. And as a member of Congress, I was elected to represent my people. I swore an oath to the Constitution. And I'm really hoping that my Republican colleagues will find a backbone and stop bending the knee and do the job that they were elected to do.
What can you do about this? There are some raising the possibility of shutting down the government in March when some of these funding bills come up for a vote. Do you think Democrats should stand in the way?
I think Hakeem Jeffries, I do trust him to be, he is our leader, and we will use whatever power we have. They will need Democratic votes to pass this budget. Yep. And fundamentally, we're not going to vote for something that undermines the American people.
I do want to ask you, there's an interesting moment in President Trump's Super Bowl interview when he was asked a direct question about when Americans would feel prices coming down, inflation. He ran on inflation. He largely won because of inflation. And I want you to hear the question and the answer here. Listen.
If all goes to plan, when do you think families will be able to feel prices going down, groceries, energy, or are you kind of saying to them, hang on, inflation may get worse until it gets better?
No, I think we're going to become a rich. Look, we're not that rich right now. We owe $36 trillion. That's because we let all these nations take advantage of us.
I'm not sure I heard an answer about inflation there and prices. Did you?
Nope. There was no answer. And I think Elon Musk, which again, nobody voted for Elon Musk. He bought the election, But fundamentally, he had put out on Twitter that, you know, people are going to have to suffer in order for us to make America great again. Meaning they have no intention of lowering prices, at least not in the short term. Nothing they have done has addressed prices for consumers or the economy. It's all about retribution. Renaming the Gulf of Mexico does nothing to bring down the price of eggs or milk or rent or childcare. So, you know, again, these people say one thing while they're doing another, and I don't think that they're serious about that. Look at Project 2025. That is their playbook. That's what they're following, and people should pay attention to what's happening in those ways as opposed to the distractions and the shiny things where, you know, Donald Trump is trying to take attention away from the fact that they're destroying our government.
Shiny things like coins.